Wassail all over the town. The cup is white and the ale is brown. The cup is made from the old oak tree and the ale is made in Kentucky. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. Good man, good wife, are you within? Pray lift the latch, let us come in. We see you are sitting at the boot of the fire, not a thinking of us in the mud and the mire. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. Was an old maid and she lived in a house. She had for a pet a tiny wee mouse. The house was good and the house was warm, and a little bit of liquor wouldn't do us any harm. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. A man in York drank sack from a pail, but all we ask is a wee wassail. Husband and wife, the last we part. God bless this house from the bottom of our hearts. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. And it's joy be to you and the jolly wassail. So for any of you who have never heard of the practice of wassailing before, it was it's essentially a form of caroling with some extra expectation.
Booze.
Booze being the expectation. Typically it was something that poor folks in the community did. They would get together, maybe an instrument or two, or just singing, and they would go up to the rich part of town, and they would start banging on doors and singing for the inhabitants of the homes. The expectation was that after a few songs, a large vat of hot spiked cider would be produced. And everyone would have their cups, and they would fill all the cups, and they'd have a few drinks and go on to the next house. And normally this went smoothly, but if no drink was offered, it was common practice to rip up their lawn, knock down a couple fences, and then go on to the next house. And I'm just saying, I think we should bring it back. I think we should bring it back.
You're not that fast anymore.
I'm pretty fast. Well, maybe when I'm not wearing all this. when I'm not wearing 20 extra pounds of clothing.
History? This was written in 1847 by a gentleman named Augustus Clapp. Well, it was kind of, I say it was written. It's kind of borrowed. He borrowed the music from one gentleman. He borrowed the lyrics from two other gentlemen, and then he went and published it. So he won. So in the Smithsonian, it's under him. So it's called History of the World. It's a view of world history from a less than educated man's eyes or mouth, whichever.
And one thing I will tell you, that is a solemn fact. I'll tell you how the world was made in the twinkling of a crack. Walk right in, I say, walk right in, and hear the banjo play. Walk into the parlor and we'll hear the banjo ring. Watch the fella's fingers while he plays upon hung it overhead and left it there to dry. And then he made the stars out of pretty ladies' eyes to give a little light when the moon it didn't rise.
Walk right in, I say, walk right in, and hear the banjo play. Walk into the parlor and we'll hear the banjo ring. Watch the fella's fingers while he plays upon the strings.
Oh, then he made the sea, and then he put a whale, and then he made a raccoon with a ring around its tail. And all the other animals were finished one by one and stuck against the fence to dry as soon as they were done.
Walk right in, I say, walk right in, and hear the banjo play. Walk into the parlor and we'll hear the banjo ring. Watch the fella's fingers while he plays upon the strings.
Oh, Adam was the first, and Eve she was the other, and Cain walked on a treadmill because he killed his brother. Old Mother Eve couldn't sleep without a pillow. The greatest man that ever lived was Jack the Giant Killer.
Walk right in, I say, walk right in, and hear the banjo play. Walk into the parlor and we'll hear the banjo ring. Watch the fella's fingers while he plays upon the strings.
Oh, there was Major Noah, he got the varmints all together when it began to look very much like rainy weather. The elephant, he came on last, and Noah says, you're drunk. Oh no, I ain't, it took me all this while to pack my trunk.
Walk right in, I say, walk right in, and hear the banjo play. Walk into the parlor and we'll hear the banjo ring. Watch the fella's fingers while he plays upon the strings.
Oh, the wind began to blow, the rain began to fall. The water rose so high that it drowned the sinners all. It rained for 40 days and nights exactly by the counting, and landed Noah's Ark upon the Allegheny Mountain.
Walk right in, I say, walk right in, and hear the banjo play. Walk into the parlor and we'll hear the banjo ring. Watch the fella's fingers while he plays upon the strings. Walk right in, I say, walk right in, and hear the banjo play. Walk into the parlor and we'll hear the banjo ring. Watch the fella's fingers while he plays upon the string. We're doing some songs and tunes ranging from the early to late 19th century. Oh, we got first row. Oh, high row the boatman go, floating down the river on the Ohio. The boatman dance, the boatman sing, the boatman up to everything. When the boatman gets on shore, he spends his money and he works for more. Dance, you boatman, dance, dance, you boatman, dance. Oh, dance all night till the broad daylight. Go home with the gals in the morning. Oh, high row the boatman go, floating down the river on the Ohio. I went on board the other day to see what the boatman had to say. There I let my passion loose, so the cranny in the calaboose. Dance, you boatman, dance, dance, you boatman, dance. Oh, dance all night till the broad daylight. Go home with the gals in the morning. Oh, high row the boatman go, floating down the river on the Ohio. I came this once, I'll come no more. Let me loose, I'll go ashore. The boatman is a bully crew with a who's your mate and a captain too. Dance, you boatman, dance, dance, you boatman, dance. Oh, dance all night till the broad daylight. Go home with the gals in the morning. Oh, high row the boatman go, floating down the river on the Ohio. When you go to the boatman's ball, dance with my wife, I don't dance at all. Sky blue jacket, tarpaulin hat, out, boys, for the nine-tailed cat. Dance, you boatmen, dance, dance, you boatmen, dance. Oh, dance all night till the broad daylight. Go home with the gals in the morning. Oh, high run the boatman go, floating down the river on the Ohio. When the boatman blows his horn, look out, old man, your hog is gone. He caught my sheep and he caught my choke. He put him in the bag and he towed him to the boat. Dance, you boatman, dance, dance, you boatman, dance. Oh, dance all night till the broad daylight. Go home with the gals in the morning. Oh, high roll the boatman go, floating down the river on the Ohio. The boatman is a thrifty man, there's one can do as the boatman can. Never seen a pretty gal in my life, but that she was a boatman's wife. Dance, you boatman, dance, dance, you boatman, dance. Oh, dance all night till the broad daylight. Go home with the gals in the morning. Dance, you boatman, dance, dance, you boatman, dance. Oh, dance all night till the broad daylight. Go home with the gals in the morning. Thank you. That was the Boatman's Dance, written in the 1840s.
Redeem myself.
I come to town the other night, I heard the noise, I saw the crack. The watchman was a-running round, crying, old Nantucket's come to town. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, old Nantucket, you're too late to get your supper. Now old Nantucket's a nice old man. He used to ride out Darby Ram. It sent him whizzing down the hill. He hadn't got a beat, lay there still. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, old Nantucket, you're too late to get your supper. I got drunk, he fell in a fire, picked up a jar. A red hot coal got in his shoe. Lord bless you, honey, how the ashes flew. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, old Nantucket, you're too late to get your supper. Now down the road from most of Stump, the boss, he made me work that pump. I pumped so hard I broke the tucker. There was work for old Nantucket. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, old Nantucket, you're too late to get your supper. Town to buy some goods, I lost myself in a piece of wood. The night was cold, I had to suffer. I froze the heel of old Nantucket. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, old Nantucket, you're too late to get your supper. Now here's my razor in good order, Magnum bottom, just and border. Cheap shell the oats, tuck shell the corn, I'll shave you soon as the water gets warm. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, old Nantucket, you're too late to get your supper. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, old Nantucket, you're too late to get your supper.
Yeah, okay,
This is a song that was written on Long Island in the. Thank you very much, sir. written on Long Island in the later part of the 19th century. It was written by a man who lived in Southold. His name was Simon Sigmund Tannhauser. Say that 5 times fast.
If you're a fan, you want to stick around for this one.
Yeah, if you're a Tannhauser fan, yeah. But have we ever met a single one of those? Well, maybe
Not yet. I think they're closet.
maybe there will be some after tonight. He wrote this song specifically about spearing for eels on the frozen Southold Bay in the dead of winter. It was something that was done very frequently, not only in Southold but all around Long Island. How it would work is that a group of guys would go out late at night. They would chop a hole in the ice. One fellow would hold a lantern over it, and everyone else would have these 8-foot-long, 6 or 7 pronged eel spears. You know, they had prongs and they had little
Barbs.
Yes, barbs. Thank you. I'm losing my words tonight. They had little barbs on each prong in between. So you'd thrust them into the mud and then yank them out really quickly, and hopefully there would be some eels caught in the barbs. And if you could fill a bucket with nice, slimy, wriggling eels by the end of the night, you could bring them home and cook them. And when they're cooked, they're delicious. Prior to that,
Subjective.
oh, the times that we went eeling in the days of long ago, when the ice had found the channel and the shores that beneath the snow, when the lonesome inky branches etched a sky of slaty grey, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. Times when we went eeling in the nights of long ago, when the ice was on the channel and the shores that beneath the snow, when the lonesome wintered forest raised its naked arms to pray, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. And the hills of Shelter Island, when the nights began to grow, growing dim and dim and dimmer, till they were not there at all. In the creeping twilight blotted curtain like an ended play, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. Times when we went eeling in the nights of long ago, when the ice was on the channel and the shores that beneath the snow, when the lonesome wintered forest raised its naked arms to pray, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. There's a lantern on the landing, there's a gleam of paradise, there's a window in the harbor like an old man's blinking eyes, like a half-seen shuttered glimmer, oh so lonesome far away, round the darkened forms a spearing up the mud of Southold Bay. Times when we went eeling in the nights of long ago, when the ice was on the channel and the shores that beneath the snow, when the lonesome wintered forest raised its naked arms to pray, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. There's no moon to ride the heavens, there's no stars to hang and glow, just the tortured bluish radiance of mirrored ice and snow. Pours a ghastly dimmish luster, dregs of night and ghost of day, round the darkened forms a spearing up the mud of Southold Bay. Times when we went eeling in the nights of long ago, when the ice was on the channel and the shores that beneath the snow, when the lonesome wintered forest raised its naked arms to pray, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. Not a breath of wind a-stirring, not a dervish whirl of flake, not a sound except the booming of the frost cracks give and take, not a sound except the thunder of the time flaws giving way, and the spears that drip and splatter up the mud of Southold Bay. Times when we went eeling in the nights of long ago, when the ice was on the channel and the shores slept beneath the snow, when the lonesome wintered forest raised its naked arms to pray, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. And they have killed Sir Charlie Hay and laid the blame on Geordie. Oh, he has written a letter long and sent it to his lady. You must ride out to Edinburgh town to see what news of Geordie. When first she looked the letter o'er, she was both red and rosy. She had not read a word but twa when she turned pale as the lily. Oh, harness me, my fastest steed, my men shall all ride with me, and I shall neither eat nor drink till Edinburgh town has seen me. So she was saddled on her fastest steed, her men they all rode with her, and she did neither eat nor drink till Edinburgh town did see her. And first she saw the heading block, and then the axe to end it, and Geordie coming down the stairs with bands of iron upon him. Though he was chained and fettered strong, in iron and steel so heavy, was not a man in all the court as fine a man as Geordie. The king replied full loudly, "O noble king, take all that's mine, but give me back my Geordie." The noble priest at the king's right hand, he said, "Dear king, please hear me. Let her count out 5,000 pounds and give her back her dearie." The Gordons came and the Gordons ran, and they were stark and steady, and not a word amongst them all but Gordon's ever ready. Some gave her marks, some gave her pounds, some gave her dollars plenty. She's counted out 5,000 pounds and gotten back her dearie. She gazed blithely into his face, said, "I have bought thee, Geordie. Blood would have spilled upon the green before I lost my laddie." He held her by the waist so small and kissed her lips so rosy. "My favorite flower